Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. So today we are doing an autumny sort of magically inspired house. It's not actually a magic house because I don't have a realm of magic, so I thought I wanted to build something that was a little bit along that vibe. So if you did have it, then you could use this, add to the new stuff, and it would be a pretty cool house. So we're on one of the lots in Bridlington Bay because I thought it'd be a good place to put this type of house. It is in that sort of style. It's kind of more American sort of styled house. I kind of saw one online and thought it looked pretty cool, so I was like, I'm gonna try build this. I only had the image of the front and the sides, so most of the back and stuff and the inside is completely made up, but it's got a very detailed front. There's like a few turrets about the place. It's got this balcony at the front as well. It also has the awning out the front as well, so roofing this thing was a little bit ridiculous. And at the moment I'm only building at like the front of the house, and once I get down to the actual sides and stuff, I was just like, okay, I'm going to have to change the roof again. But I did quite like this build. I did pick it because it had sort of interesting roofs and stuff like that. So we've got like a little round upper tower that has a normal sort of gabled roof on it, but then the other tower has a normal like pointy bit on it, so it was quite fun. I also used a lot of the island living trees once we actually get into doing some landscaping. I actually use them in the oranges and reds and stuff because Burlington Bay is just literally an autumn aesthetic. And it was definitely hinting at seasons when it came out, definitely, but it just kind of fit that autumny vibe, especially as we've now got the pumpkin spice latte, my love. The best lattes that they make in Starbucks, in my opinion, because they changed the gingerbread one. It's disappointing now. So the pumpkin spice has won out. We're now adding the sides on as well because there's chimneys and little outer parts of the building, and obviously I'd made them different sizes and different shapes and stuff, so I had to go fix that. On the back I thought it would be quite nice to reflect the front tower but have like a smaller one, and I thought like the kitchen could be there, so it'd make a really cute place to like sit and just chill. And then we've got a little conservatory to become a conservatory on the back. So the back is a little bit less extravagant than the rest of the of the build, but it kind of keeps in with the theme. Also, I thought it'd be quite nice to have the like porch and stuff wrap around the entire house, so you can either walk around the like porch bit, or you can have the Sims walk around the normal way. I did consider putting some of the live edit like stepping stones around the back, but then when I actually got into furnishing it and stuff and doing the landscaping, it was a little much adding that in, especially as we will have a lot of trees and stuff like that. So we're going for a very dark roof, and we're going for like greys and this like creamy colour siding that I decided to go with. And wanted to use the little slat. I don't know what they're called, the like wooden slat things. At first I was like, let's do like green colour, and I was like, no, it looks ugly. Go for a nice creamy colour. And then when I was looking at the reference image, I was just like, there's a little bit more stone about, so I kind of dabble with where I wanted to put it. And then obviously the corners were being a bit weird, so I was like, oh, let's try and fix this up a little bit. But I think the mix of the cream and like the grey is quite nice. It kind of fits. It gives us a neutral tone to work with on the outside, using the seasons windows everywhere as well, because they have the white frames but with the black little lead lining around it. Also couldn't find anything to fit, and I was just like, can't get anything to fit. it doesn't. The struggles of a builder in The Sims. So we're inside now. I've done the wallpapering and the floors in most of the rooms, especially downstairs, because it took me forever to pick what type of thing I wanted. So starting off with the living room, it's a little bit of fancy room. We've got a nice big seating area, and it's L-shaped as well with one of the fireplaces. So we've got a dedicated living space here. I'm just trying to find a picture to put on that wall because I didn't want to over clutter everything, and obviously the windows and curtains were being wonderful as they normally are. I'm trying to get them to all line up and stuff, so using a lot of white and like light wood in here just to offset the darker colours we've got going on in here, and also throw in a grand piano because I was just like, that is a perfect little corner to put a grand piano right by the fireplace. And then I did some like nice ornate shelving, did a little custom shelving job as well, and a few seats about the place so you could sit there, sit by the fire, read a book while someone plays some concerto on the piano, as you do, or they'll just sit there being really tense because the sim can't play the piano, which is normally the case because who actually gets to the end of these skills? And we use the L-shaped staircases in here as well because I'm loving the use of staircases. I still can't get over the fact that they actually brought that in. So we've got some nice little bit of decoration, using some of the paintings to put on the shelves as well, because obviously there's hardly anything that goes on the shelf. So some good paintings to go on there, a little radio underneath. But it's quite a nice open and spacious room. In this weird like zigzag room, I thought it'd be great for a play room because it's an odd shape. I wanted the study upstairs this time as well, just to mix it up a bit. Kind of, you go up there to be away from everyone, a little bit of peace and quiet. So we've got the kids stuff down here. We've got all the skill building stuff, some art table, a little potion thing. That was so funny that when I was watching one of James's things the other day, when he was like remembering that we had the experimenting table, that it was literally a sign for potions and stuff. Probably wasn't, but it's very similar, so you can do a good thing about linking your kid doing their potions as a child and then becoming a spellcaster, so I thought that was quite cool. So I definitely puts a new context on that object if you've got Realm of Magic, and obviously adding in a load of different clutter items about the place. In here is our little like storage area, so because I didn't want to clutter up the entrance hallway too much, and obviously I'm going around and adding radiators everywhere because that is one of my passions, to add the most realism in this build, to add all the radiators that don't work. But we are making the closet that has all the like leads for pets, because there's a pet thing in about beds and pet friendly stuff in here, so you can hang your lead up for your dog, and you can put your coat and all the bags and shoes and stuff. And then we have a bathroom here as well, so this is our main downstairs bathroom. I did consider putting in some laundry day stuff. I kind of wanted it in a different layout, and had where the sinks will be like a little laundry room, but it just didn't work out, so I was just like, we'll fit the laundry in somewhere else. There's always a place to fit some laundry in, but it's quite a nice big space, and I wanted to use like a roll top, like a bit more old school style stuff in there, so we have a few cool stuff. Then we have the dining room here, which was very short clip, very short, just fancy, using some like creamier colors, trying to make it look as though it's like a room that doesn't really get used too often, but when it does, it's kind of just for fancy things. I don't know why I was trying to talk to someone while I was building this. They were being a noob, and they still are, so that's the thing. And yeah, so there's lots of cuts in the video where I've been building little bits and then got a message. But this is our kitchen. It's very nice and light and airy, and I thought in our little corner tower there we've got one of the other corner seats that I've been putting all over the place in this build. It also got a nice dedicated pat area, and it's got a nice big window out into the conservatory as well, and we got some sliding doors as well, the base game ones, so you can get in and out as easy as possible. I thought it'd be really cool to have a little bay window seat there, so you can like sit, read a good book, read some recipes or something like that, watch the Bake Off and get inspired. So we have kind of three separate areas. So we've got this like hallway that has a little breakfast table in it, and then just some extra little bits of cupboards and the laundry stuff as well. I put the laundry stuff in that corner where we put the ironing board, so I thought it was nice and tucked away. It's kind of out of the way as well, so we've got a few like family bits of big sideboards and stuff, because I do love, we need some more sideboards so we can put like cupboards and stuff and put items in and stuff. So there's our little laundry corner, so it's nice and tucked away. You could probably build a little room or close off that section to make it like a smaller hallway if you didn't want to have everything open to the elements. But we just add in our classic little items about the place in the kitchen. And we've also got a nice place to put the bin as well, because the corner bit actually is like indented compared to the island counters. So you can actually have a little dedicated space for a bin, and everything's going for like whites and creams and stuff. This is where I debated whether I wanted to change the floor, and I was just like, nah, it doesn't work. It needed to be like either the whole thing or none, like just the same. I was just like, it looks strange if you do it a different thing. So this is our little conservatory. We've got some of the seasons seats for like outdoor seating. We've got lots of pot plants and one of the new end tables as well for outdoor stuff that we got in the anniversary stuff. So we just I actually put some of the outdoor plants in the planters, but you could obviously take them out and move your plants indoors if you're doing some gardening and stuff like that. And then later on we'll see how the little play area and like round the corner goes, but I kind of leave that to later on, so dedicate to outside. But it's a good range of plants, all nice and green with a few little bits of things, and then we've got a nice big succulent thing on the wall as well. So we've got a few hanging things, because I do like having some hanging plants and stuff. I should have put some of the debug hanging plants in there, but I don't think it would work very well with the glass roof. So this is our master bedroom. It is flippin' huge. Flippin' huge, and we kind of split up into three areas. So we've got like the bed, and a little in the bay window area we've got a little makeup table, vanity table, so your Sims can get ready, or you could replace it with one of the it's the vintage glamour one that people use so frequently. And we also have the other side of the fireplace, we have all the like getting ready like stuff. So we've got a nice big mirror, we've got I think I've got a seat in as well, so you can kind of sit and put your shoes on and stuff. And we've got two big wardrobes. I didn't decide what kind of colour I wanted this room to be until like the last minute, because I was just like, do I go grey? Do I go with this? I was just having a day of it. I've been having a lot of days of that actually. It's just like, what am I supposed to be doing in my life? I actually made a new channel intro to play in front of videos, because I haven't done an intro in a while, and I've been mucking around with some motion graphics and stuff just to get my eye in and stuff. So I've done a fun little thing. It's only like 6 seconds long, but it's kind of cool and it's Sims related, so they will be seeing that next week hopefully. I think it's done basically. I just gotta make sure it looks alright before videos. But apart from that, it looks I like it. It goes with all the channel stuff anyway, so look forward to seeing that little 6-second gem soon, I suppose. And this is our study. This is opposite the master bedroom, in between two kids' bedrooms. So we've got two desks, one with a laptop, one with a like older computer. We've got the element table, and then we've got some little roll top seats and one of the Moschino things, little coffee tables there as well. We've got loads of little items about, and just some skill bonus stuff. We've got a dartboard as well, which has lots of space to be used, and then picking it the nice creamy colour. I've been using a lot of the older, like slanted, like thinner thingies, bookshelves. Oh, I'm having a moment. This is slow demise of my sanity. In this bedroom, we thought it was quite a cool space to put a kid's bedroom. I kind of wanted to make it a little bit magical, so at the moment it's like really creamy and like light blues, and then I go completely opposite and do like dark colours. And we got a Drago, and we make it very magical, and using star rugs, and we've got like a nice seat in there as well, because it's a little bit of an odd shaped bay window to put like another bay window seat in there, but it's a really like cozy little room. We've got like a round window in there as well, so it does add all together. This is where I go around and I was like, I want to make it more magical, so we're going for darker colours, and the bed cover that has like the little star patterns on the sheer curtains and stuff, just adding in some more blues. I think I go with like a dark blue wallpaper as well, which makes it super cool, getting all our clutter items in as well. And obviously you could throw in some magic stuff if you got it as well, because this is supposed to be a somewhat magic-y, autumny, magic-y sort of thing. I did debate actually using that because it had like the stars and stuff, but the plain blue really works well for that bedroom. In here we got a teen bedroom, which is a little bit more darker as well. Kind of, I didn't quite know what I was going for at the start, but I kind of just went with the same dark blue that we're going with for the bed cover, so I kind of used that as my inspiration for what the rest of the room was gonna like. I've obviously done another musical theme and had them have a little setup, and using the Moschino like amp as well, but going for lots of like blacks and stuff in here. This bedroom has a cool bay window thing as well, and I tried to add in a little bit of detail of like some naughty magazines or some music magazines on the floor that they kind of pushed away to the side. They got a little radio in there as well, so you can kind of sit there, read your magazines, listen to the radio, chill out, just watch the world go by basically, which sounds pretty cool right now. So it's a really fun like personal space, and going for the grey again. Here's a lot of grey in this build. Kind of it's a mood at the moment. Such a mood, but adding in some clutter items, and we've got a camera on the floor as well. Perhaps they record their stuff, and a notebook on the floor, because I thought that they'd sit there and write sad songs as well on their bay window seat, and just throwing everything on the floor, like got folded shirts on the floor as well. But you can kind of get the vibe of this sim, and I thought it'd be quite fun to have the little guitar box music crate as their little foot on the bed, kind of using it as extra storage space and stuff like that. So we are finally on to the outside. I've created a massive border around the one half of the build. So on our right side, the side we're looking at now, has a big glorious border that goes with flowers that goes all the way around the side of the house. On the other side we've got a few more trees and stuff, and because we've got obviously a little barbecue area and an outdoor like seating space, it's a little bit more covered, but we're using a various array of autumny coloured leaves, trees, and some browns, some greens, some yellows, some oranges, and it's super cozy and like autumny looking. And I should have put some of the like leaf piles about as well, because that would have like made it so perfect. But just going in using all the flowers that we have just to dot them all about the place, and using some stones and stuff to border where all the edges are, but kind of trying to make it look as though it's kind of a manicured border, but it's kind of a little bit all over the place as well. But it really frames the balcony, kind of hides it a bit, so it kind of ties in the front of the front porch of the house to the rest of the place, and lots of rocks and stuff. I thought it'd be quite fun to make a little like woodland area for the play area. So we've got a few more trees, and use the toddler stumps to actually line the actual area that we've painted, some mud or bark. We don't have a bark like painting bit, like paintbrush, which would be quite fun to have a bark covered like play area, and using some rocks as well to like outline the area a little bit more, just to make it a little bit more defined, and then making like a path as well, so it's kind of a well-trodden sort of place where the kids have been playing a lot of times. We've also got some outdoor like plants area as well, so you can use those in the summer and stuff. And then under the next set of trees, that would be quite nice to have a little seating area. Use the glass awning from Get Together as well, so we have some air and some breeze going through, and it fits quite nicely under that little yellow tree. Makes it quite a nice secluded spot. And then around the corner on our back patio, we have our bin in the corner, and using some of the new table as well that we got for outdoor stuff to make, because I liked it because it had a nice little like cover on it without it being like garish. So we got a nice little barbecue area, using my old technique of putting the metal counters inside the barbecue thing, so it looks like a built-in proper unit. We've got a sink out there as well, and we've got some of the condiments on the table as well, using the new like trestle things to hide the bit that I couldn't fix. And I think we're just putting the final touches to add in the chimneys and a little satellite dish as well, seeing if there's anything else. A few hanging baskets, a few drain pipes as well, because I do love adding drain pipes and little bits of detail along the side of the house, just to finish it off. And I put a little seating area out the front, so if you wanted to sit out the front and have a little bit of space, or you're waiting for someone to come back to allow you in. So here are our screenshots. We can have a look at the layout. You could also really easily extend into the attic as well. So I did the hallway off camera because I put a load of different pictures and stuff in there, and we can see all the different rooms. It's very nice and light and big and spacious, so you could probably have a good sized family in here with a few pets and stuff. So it is a fun build. So hopefully you enjoyed this build, and it is on the gallery as well, where it should be by the time this goes up. So if you want to download it and have a play, then feel free to do so. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.